Firstly, a dogfight engagement between the two planes would be the last thing any pilot would want to do. Very few people understand that dogfighting is an extremely stressful situation, both physically and mentally. You're constantly looking out for your opponent's shot and their position, all while being subject to g-forces of up to 9 times the force of gravity. But anyway, let's look into the question. The F-35 has an average turn rate of around 25.7 degrees per second. I couldn't find any info on the Su-57's turn rate, so if anyone has that it would be pretty useful. The F-35 has a maximum top speed of around 1.6 Mach, while the Su-57 has a top speed of Mach 2 at altitude and Mach 1.6 in supercruise. The Su-57 has a wing loading of 317 to 444 kilograms per square meter. The F-35's wing loading is 525 kilograms per square meter. The F-35 has been tested to sustain 50 degrees angle of attack. Again, couldn't find any info of the Su-57 max sustained AOA. The F-35 has sophisticated helmet-mounted sights that allow it to shoot missiles of up to 90 degrees off-bore sight in any orientation. It also features the DAS distributed aperture system, which allows the pilot to look through the aircraft, allowing the pilot to detect an enemy in the sky quicker. The Su-57 is also projected to use a HMS, albeit not as complex as the F-35's. So we can see, during a dogfight, the clear advantage goes to the Su-57 in terms of raw performance capability. It is clearly superior in speed and wing loading, and it's also expected to outperform the F-35 in AOA capabilities and turn rate. However, that's not all there is to dogfighting, you see. This isn't the 1960s or 1970s, where all you needed to have to be a good dogfighter is maneuverability and speed. Today, dogfighting is all about who has the better cueing system and which missile is more agile. Believe it or not, stealth is also an integral part of dogfighting, too. Now, I know what you're thinking. Leonidas, what use is stealth during a dogfight? We can detect him with visual means, no? Well, stealth doesn't end at the radar aspect. Stealth needs to exist in the IR spectrum as well, and the F-35's engineers know that. If we can make the IR signature of an aircraft lower, then the harder it will be for an enemy aircraft to obtain an IR lock and shoot a heat-seeking missile. So the issue is not you seeing him or not, it's whether your missile can see him. And in this case, the F-35 is the winner. The Pratt & Whitney F135 engine was specifically designed with this in mind, and as such, in a dogfight scenario, it will be harder for the Su-57 to obtain a lock due to the fact that the IR signature of the F-35 is lower than that of the Su-57. The Su-57 uses the same Saturn AL-41F1 engines as used on the Su-27, which means that they're not meant to conceal their IR signature. Those engines are going to stick out like a sore thumb to the F-35's heat seekers. The Russians know about this, which is why they intend to replace the engines of the Su-57 with the new Izdali-30 for later production. But as of right now, the F-35's stealth in the IR regime is superior. This, coupled with the superior off-bore sight capabilities of the F-35 due to its superior cueing system and the AIM-9X missile, give the F-35 a huge advantage. So to summarize, the Su-57 outperforms the F-35 in maneuverability, speed, AOA, and wing loading, which gives it an advantage during a dogfight situation. However, the F-35 levels the playing field by being more technologically advanced and being harder to lock on due to its superior stealth in the IR regime.